One of the thing that Lord Shiva tells the Prachetas, Swadharma Nishtha Janma Shatabihi Puman. So he tells them the result of following the Varnashrama system. He says that Swadharma Nishtha, if a person follows strictly the rules and regulations, the duties that one is supposed to fulfill according to the Varna and Ashrama system that is situated in, Swadharma Nishtha. Swadharma means my dharma, my duties according to my position in the Varnashrama system as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya or Shudra, or as a Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Brahmachari, Sannyasi. So whatever duties are there, Janma Shatabihi, for 100 lifetimes, if without any mistake, if a person follows all the rules and regulations of that particular Varna and Ashrama which he is born in. For example, somebody is born as a Kshatriya, the Prachetas were all Kshatriyas. So if you follow for 100 years strictly, very precisely the rules and regulations and the duties associated with the Kshatriya Dharma, then what is the result? He says, Virinchatam eti. So 100 lifetimes if you follow perfectly the Varnashrama rules and regulations according to your position, whatever it is, as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, whatever it is, you follow very pakka, 100 lifetimes, then Virinchatam eti, you will get the position of Brahma. You see? So the whole Varnashrama system is not to keep you locked up in a particular caste according to your birth. The idea is you follow it for a long enough period of time, over several lifetimes, you will elevate your consciousness and you will become eligible to occupy the post of Brahma, the secondary creator of this universe. It's a very big post, the topmost post in this universe. And then he says, Tata Param Himam. He says, and if you follow the Varnashrama system and perfect yourself even more, you can achieve my abode. So, even going beyond Brahma, you can go to the abode of Lord Shiva. Because this abode of Lord Shiva is not the Kailasa within the material world that he is referring to. He is referring to Sadashiva Loka, which is beyond this material universe. It is situated in the marginal area between the spiritual world and the material world. Lord Shiva's abode, permanent abode, where Lord Shiva resides eternally. There is no influence of Rajoguna, Satoguna, Tamoguna, and the people live there eternally. When this universe is destroyed at the end of the lifespan of Brahma, Sadashiva Loka is not disturbed, it is eternal. It is not destroyed. So he says, if you are more qualified, you can get out of this universe and come to my abode, which is Sadashiva Loka. And then he says that Kriyeta Bhagavato Atha Vaishnavam Padam. And suppose you follow the duties and if you engage in pure devotional, unmotivated devotional service to Krishna, then Vaishnavam Padam, you will attain Vaikuntha Loka. Yata aham vibudaha kalatyaye. So he says that when the time of at the time of Pralaya, most of the devatas who are all qualified, as well as I, we all also go to Vaikuntha. That spiritual world also you can attain if you engage in devotional service to Krishna. So the important point to note here is, Lord Shiva has distinguished two things. One is he spoke about the effect of strictly following the Varnashrama system, which is one can go up to the point of Shivaloka, which is beyond this material universe. You can even become Brahma, or beyond that you can even reach and become an associate of Lord Shiva. Then third thing that Lord Shiva said was that another thing is there beyond Varnashrama Dharma, which is if you serve the Supreme Lord Vishnu with unmotivated devotional service, you will achieve the spiritual world. So, in the 11th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Krishna when he personally instructed Uddhava just before leaving the planet, just before winding up his manifest pastimes, Krishna told Uddhava, he instructed Uddhava, very confidential instructions. So, one of the things that Krishna told Uddhava was that Ajnayaiva gunan doshan mayadishtanapi swakan dharman santyajya sarvan mam bhaje sacha sattamaha. Krishna told Arjuna that in this Varnashrama system, knowing all the gunan doshan, all the good qualities and faults of following the Varnashrama system, Ajnayeva, knowing that the Varnashrama system is also not perfect, there are also some faults in that. One who knows this, and Mayadishtanapi swakan dharman, although this Varnashrama system, Mayadishtan, although all the duties given in the Varnashrama system is ordained by me only, Krishna says. As Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Chaturvarnyam Maya Srishnam Gunakarma Vibhagasaha. Krishna only has created this Varnashrama system, and all the duties associated with this is ordained by Krishna only. So Krishna says, Mayadishtan api, even though I only have given all those duties, knowing the faults associated with those duties of Varnashrama system, Santyajya Yaha Sarvan, one who gives up, one who renounces the Varnashrama system, Mam cha bhajet, and engages in sole exclusive devotional service to me, Sacha Sattamaha, he is the topmost personality. So, the Varnashrama system is not meant to lock us up into following the Varna and Ashrama, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. It is meant to be followed, Varnashrama system is meant to be followed up to a certain level, up to the point when we become qualified to engage in devotional service to Krishna. Once we are qualified to engage in devotional service to Krishna, we have to give up following the Varnashrama system also. That is why Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, at the end of the Bhagavad Gita, he said, the topmost instruction I am giving you, Arjuna. What is the topmost instruction? Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskaru. Become my devotee. Offer your obeisances to me. Worship me. Become my devotee. Constantly think of me. And then Krishna says, once one has started this practice of devotional service to Krishna, then sarva dharman parityaja, all other dharmas of Varnashrama, you give it up. You don't have to designate yourself as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, none of those things. You are neither a Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi, you are none of those things. So you see, you are not, Varnashrama system is also not a permanent thing to be followed. Ultimately, you have to go beyond even Varnashrama system. Where current day people have a knowledge of all these things. Hinduism is a way of life. You are, if you are an atheist also, you can be a Hindu. On the other hand, what are our scriptures telling? Karada Muni is telling, Swayambhuva Manu, if you were not to rule strictly and anybody is an atheist, if you were not to punish him immediately, then the whole Varnashrama system will be ruined. Actually, the Varnashrama system is totally ruined. And that is how we come up with all these kind of explanations. That Hinduism is a way of life. Even if you are an atheist, you can be a Hindu. If you are you can follow Islam and you can still be a Hindu. These are all the observations of the court. Supreme Court of India. Can you imagine that? And this is not today. Somewhere in 1960s, the court has given this order. So you can imagine how the whole Varnashrama system has degraded in India today.